because actually I'm also not feeling, I have a lot of ulcers. So I was actually not planning to have, but then I thought, okay, let's try to have it. So anyone remember the name of the project which we were actually, maybe this was the project, I believe. Okay, I think this was the project. Okay. Actually, guys, what happened is, I actually didn't prepare myself a lot today because I was busy in some other stuff. I think, yeah. Okay, I think we were here. This is the perfect project. So, guys, last time I had given you this assignment of list. Did anyone worked on this, by the way? I just remembered it now after saying this line. Did anyone tried this assignment? So I had given you that you can have list of web elements. You can capture it in your list, and you have to print all these values. Did anyone tried this? Nobody? Nobody tried this, guys? And this is, I think this is quite simple. Okay. So no worries, guys. Let's try this. Okay. Otherwise, this point will get missed. So last session I had explained you the difference between find element and find element. Okay. I had explained you the difference, guys. Do you all remember? Okay. So when I say find element, it will return you one element. It will
Only one element.
only one element. And when I find elements, it will return you all the matching element. Okay. Now say this is my URL. Okay. Where is my URL? Okay. Here is my URL. Okay. Now what I'll do is, first of all, you should be able to know. Okay. Wait, let me share my entire this thing. Okay. You can see my Google Chrome screen as well, right? Yes, everyone can see the Google Chrome screen.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now, guys, first thing is you have to remember. Let's assume for XPath. Okay, I have told you for XPath. Okay, you have to simply go and hover on the element. Okay, and then you can right click or you can use this particular ChroPath. Okay, what is ChroPath? ChroPath is an extension
Extension for
to Chrome
Chrome.
browser. Okay. Now, if you see, guys, this is your HTML tag. Okay, this A is your HTML tag. Okay, and this input is also your HTML tag. Now let's say if you have to write your own XPath. Okay, so when I try to write, do Control F on your network tab. Okay, first of all use double backslash. Okay, this is the syntax for XPath. Okay, two slashes. Okay, and then let's say if I want to find input. So can you see it is displaying me 1 of 17. Okay, it is displaying me 1 of 17. That means this is an XPath. Okay, guys, this is an XPath, and the matching element to this XPath, there are so many matching elements. Okay, this is one, this is second, third, fourth, and some of them are hidden as well, right? Can you see some of them are hidden? Now, can you see this? This is your password also. This is your this XPath, this one. Okay, so let's just imagine if you want to find this field. Okay, if you want to find this field, you should not use this XPath. Okay, if you see over here, guys, see this is highlighting your username. Okay, this is highlighting your username, right? So using this XPath, you are able to find your username. Okay, but there are 17 matching elements. 17 matching element, and if you use find element, it will return you the first element. Okay, and username is the sixth element. So you should never use this XPath to find username. See, this is giving you all the input which are available. All the tags which have this input label. Now, what are the tags for link? For web link, we have a tag of A. Okay, can you see? Now it is showing me 1 of 8. That means there are 8 links which are available on your website. Can you see this? There are 8 links. Okay. Now, when I go to my project, okay, this is my project, and I'm saying return all the elements. Okay, either you can use by tag name. Okay, so you can say by tag name, or you can use XPath as well. Okay, by .xpath, and you can specify the XPath. this is returning you a list of web element. This is returning you a list of web element, and I have prepared a variable list. Okay, so what is this list and what is this list? Can this list be anything? Can I write this anything? Let's say list 1, 2, 3, anything.
Yes.
Yes, can I write this list 1, 2, 3, anything over here? Which
No,
is
no, no. No. No, no. It's a
no.
class name.
And can this list be anything?
Yes.
This list can be anything.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a variable.
So when I say this, so sometimes people get confused that this is also list, this is also list. Okay, but this can be anything, right? I can simply write ASD. That's it. There is no hard and fast rule. Okay. There is no hard and fast rule. But why did I write list over here? Okay. So again, the basics of Java. When you, this is nothing related to Selenium,
Nomenclature.
but this is this is related to Java. When you name a variable, or when you try to name a method, when you try to name a class or anything, it should be meaningful. Okay, it should be sensible, and based on the name, people should be able to get some idea. Okay, now ASD, it sounds, I mean, it doesn't sound anything. Okay, if I can name it collections. Okay, this sounds little meaningful. Yeah, collections. Okay, so I have number of items in this, but this is what type of collection this is. So most probably you should be more specific. So you can say list can be one of the things, or you can, if you want to be more specific, you can say list of web elements, or this is more probably list of links or list of URL. Okay, so we can name something like this. So you can, once you refer the name as well, you should be able to understand that this is returning you list of all the URLs. Now, how do you print? If you can I print like this? Let's see. I'm not sure if the code will run because I haven't run it. Okay, it executed and it's printing something like this. And something like this means something very bad. Not able to understand. Okay, so now, what are the different ways you can print? Okay, so in my Java session, I might have explained you there are different ways through you can print. Okay, you can have iterator, you can have for loop. Okay, you can have lambda expression. Okay, that's a new feature. You can have normal for loop. Okay, you can have for each loop. Okay, you can any way you can use. Now the simplest is I like to use for each. Okay, you can simply use for each loop. Okay, now what does for each loop says? So for each of the element in this list URL, get that element over here in web element, and now
Return.
print it. Now, can I print it like this? What should I print? Should I print list URL or should I print
Web element.
web element?
Web element.
Okay. Will it work? No, obviously. Okay.
Yes.
Will it work? Right, guys. Come on. Now it's quite simple. I've already iterated. So is it working?
Yes.
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 It's working. Can you see the URL?
Yes.
Is this the URL?
Yeah.
So again, is it working? It's not working. It is not working. And now why is it not working? Earlier, okay, fine, I can understand that this is not working. Yeah, I can understand that we haven't used the looping concept and now you have to print each and every link like this. Still, it's not working, man. Because this is a web element. Okay, this is a web element, and a web element has a lot many properties. Okay, for example, if you are a human being, okay, let's say Mohit is there, okay, Mohit Wango is there in a group, okay, can I print Mohit? I mean, simply Mohit. I cannot print simply Mohit, right? What I can print is what. Sorry. So let's not say Mohit. Let's say a person. Can I simply print person? No. Can I say person dot name, and person dot name is Mohit? Okay. So I can print name. If I want to print Mohit, I can print the name of the Mohit. I can get the height of Mohit. Okay. So let's say Mohit is 6 feet. So I'll write 6 feet. I mean, I can say person object dot height. Okay, so you'll have to print some of the properties or some of the attributes of that particular person. Okay, this is the way you identify, right? If Mohit is standing on a road and if I keep on calling person, will Mohit listen to me? Right? He won't listen to me, right? I'm calling person, right? So I will have to use some unique properties or some properties of Mohit through which I can identify Mohit, and Mohit can also specify, okay, that this person is calling to me, right? So you can have many properties. So for example, if you are using URL, you can simply use the get text attribute, okay, because every URL might or might not have get text. Okay, so let's say we have using get text. Now when I run this, okay, now is it working now? First of all,
No.
first question is it working?
No.
Guys, is it working?
No.
Not as per the requirement. No, but it is working actually, and as per the requirement also it's working. What I'm saying get all the links and print the text. Okay. So when I go to over here, how many links do I have? 8 links. But here I can see only 2 links. Why is it so? Okay. Now let's
Cannot
just
find it in a text.
yes. Now let's just imagine I want to print end of line. Now where should end of line get printed? After this orange HRM INC, the next line should be what? End of line, right? Okay, guys, I have, after using this loop, I'm printing something end of line, okay? And after this, end of line should be printed, okay? Can you see the end of line printed over here? And it has left so many lines in between. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and
It
6. So
cannot find the text there.
yes,
That's why
so
it's not
basically it is finding the URL, okay, but it is not finding the text.
text. Yes.
So it's printing null over there. So guys,
Yeah.
and this is applicable to all the features. Okay, this is not only to URL. Okay, this is applicable to all the features wherein you can use driver.find elements. Okay, and based on that, you can get that particular element into a variable. Okay, and then you can use iterate. Okay, now, so this was something related to web element and web elements. Okay, I mean, sorry, driver.find element and find elements. Okay, and now we have also seen, right, guys? So Sapna was actually trying to take session today. Okay, but somehow her laptop is not working. So what we will do is, I'll give you some context on what do we say. One second, let me this thing get the syllabus so I'll get an idea. So Can we have a context on weights in Selenium? Okay, let me give you a context on weights. Okay, because Sapna has already prepared. So, guys, I told you last time also, right? If there are any volunteers who want to give sessions, it would be a great learning for him or her as well, and also for the entire team. Okay. Okay. So, Sapna has prepared for Selenium functions. Okay. So, she'll be giving a demo on Selenium functions maybe tomorrow. Okay. So, today, we will see one introduction to sorry, not web, but to weights. Okay. How do you handle weight and what exactly weights are in Selenium? Okay. So first of all, what exactly weights are and what is weight? Obviously, weight is an English term. So again, this has nothing to do with Selenium or Java, but it's a normal English term. What is weight? I mean, weight is you are actually trying to get
Stop.
yourself a pause or maybe stop for a certain amount of time. Okay, simple, normal English. Wait is you're trying to get yourself pause or maybe stop for a certain amount of time. So when I say that I'll be joining the lecture, please wait for 10 minutes. That means I'm simply saying you wait for 10 minutes and then I'll be joining the session. That's it. This is the concept of wait. Okay. Now, why do you want this concept in Selenium? Okay. Why do you want this concept in Selenium? Now, let's see this particular screen. Is there any complex Ajax? Let's see Times of India. Time India. Let's open this. Okay,
You
guys.
can take.
So when I open Times of India, can you see this has been loaded? Okay, this is something pending. Okay, this screen, and after that also see this is now loading. This is not loading. This is now loading. Oh, sorry. And things are getting loaded, right? Slowly and steadily things are getting loaded. Okay, and why is it so? Because all the elements. Okay, so if you see, these are all web elements which are present on the Times of India website. See, now this is loading. Okay, so what happens when you have when you are visiting your particular website, or let's say your own application? So there are certain web elements or maybe certain frames or certain areas of your web page which are not getting, I would say, populated or loaded within the specified time. Okay, so let's say you are assuming, okay, let's say you are assuming that you have opened your website and you want to click on a specific button. Okay, let's say that button is some URL. Okay, some live speech is going on. Okay, and you want to click on that particular button. Okay, but you launch your browser. Okay, but that button is not visible. Not visible as in the button is not getting loaded. It's taking time to load, I would say, because nowadays there have been many in terms of browser, okay, in terms of websites also, the websites are designed in such a way and it has been so dynamic, the role of Ajax and all those things. So using Ajax also, what happens is, so anything can pop up in between. Okay, and based on when you hover on that particular element or maybe when you scroll down, only then that particular element will start getting loaded. Okay, for example, Facebook. Okay, so when you guys use Facebook, okay, so does Facebook load your entire content, entire news feed in the initial when you try to click on home page? Okay, no, right? It has an entire list. So when you keep on scrolling, right? When you keep on scrolling, your pages keeps on getting loaded. Okay, so this is how, like, when you scroll down, okay, then the elements get loaded. So in a similar fashion, there are various instances, various circumstances wherein if you want to click or you want to identify a particular element, but that element is not present on the web page, then you use wait. Okay, and now I haven't classified weights, but this is the general principle of wait. Okay, so if in interview or in if anywhere people ask you what exactly wait is, okay, people ask you what exactly wait is, then you can simply say, okay, you can simply say that, what should you say? Come on. You can simply say that there are many situations, okay, or due to some complex the web page or dynamic loading of web page, there are many elements or many locators which are not initially loaded on the website. Okay, and because of this, the Selenium code keeps on executing, right? The Selenium code will execute because Selenium does not know that the element is loaded or not. Okay, it will simply go there and it will try to find the element. Okay, and if it is not able to find the elements, okay, it will give you an error. Okay, it will throw you an exception. Okay, and to avoid that particular exception, we have to use wait. Okay, now how do you achieve wait now? Okay, now we have seen that. Okay, guys, there is less than 1 minute left for the this thing. So the session will get ended. Okay, so instead of that, what I'll do is I'll end the session and let's reconnect quickly.